I'm on level 1, lesson slide 82. However, the activity is sort the beginning sounds. This activity appears earlier in the level 1 curriculum. I've done some videos on it earlier, and I'm still trying to experiment a little bit and find out what is my favorite way of doing this. And what I did today is I did some dry runs with my students so that they understand how this thing functions. And then I broke them into 2 groups, and the performance of each group was timed to see who could do it the quickest. And the thing about this slide is after you got 5 objects that start with the initial sound, it's game over. And so in order to kind of take control of that and get my students to say the name of each of these things, because I thought that was good exercise, what I did is I used my laser pointer. And so, like, I got my students lined up, ready to go, and then I go whoop, and then they know, because my laser pointer is right here on hat, that they got to classify hat. And so Bobby comes up to the board, he classifies hat. Okay, good job, Bobby. He's at the end of the line now. Next student comes up, it's Susie, and I put my laser pointer right here, and Susie knows that she needs to classify grass. And so I will do most of the non-H words first, so that it's very easy for me to make sure that when they end, at the very end of their exercise, it's an H word. All the non-H words have already been classified, and that part is complete. That way, the lesson does not end prematurely. If you want, you can make the lesson end prematurely. You know, you can take control and say, okay, classify all the H words, H word, H word, H word, and you just you're directing them to do the H words. But if that's what you're doing, then it seems to me like you've missed the point of the lesson, and you're missing out on some of the learning opportunity that comes from seeing other words and knowing what they're supposed to be. Like this one is dance. This is exercise. They got a lot of difficulty learning the word exercise here in China, so that one's always a challenge. You got to remember this one is a hat. Well, actually that's H, so we're cool there. G, this is from letter G, so that's grass. Anyway, that's what I did, and I think that that's probably the best way to operate this activity, is to bust out your laser pointer and direct your students to words of your choice that they will then classify. It gives you a lot of control. Otherwise, I don't know how you're going to control this. Other than maybe you can give them a request and see if they know the word by the word name, and then they're looking for the matching picture. Like you can say, okay, Susie, exercise. But maybe Susie doesn't know exercise. You'll notice one of the things that's built in, this activity has its own scaffolding built in for students that don't know. Exercise. Exercise. It says the word just as soon as I tap it.